What's up, traders? Welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard trading coach. I'll be doing a live trading session and live analysis, live discussion that we are doing every trading day. Today is the first day of trading week, and as you can see, this is the third week of the month. So very important day, as there is a news coming up just 30 minutes later. Let's see in the beginning of trading week how the price is doing. All the instruments including gold, euro, dollar and Gbpusd, we see that some manipulation is going on, which is a part of the game of the trading. So let's see how we can find next opportunity in the market. Now I'll discuss everything. Also let me know in the chat which one is your setup. And before I begin this session, make sure you smash the like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. So let's begin with, as usual, I'll be starting with gold. Now, as you can see, gold is doing a little bit of manipulation in the market, which is a very regular part of the game. We see that gold, after previous days, very strong rejection from the top, today trading in a very narrow range. Now this narrow range is sometimes a bit more difficult to predict. You can see that the price initially has gone to the resistance zone, which is expected. We saw that from that resistance there has been a bounce, and it looked like that gold could come back down to the daily 20 EMA to break this series of higher low, but suddenly had a big bounce from this daily opening and closing, and with that bounce there has been a significant movement to the upside again. It looked like gold will drop, and we had a trade that didn't work out. We saw that again gold has a bounce to the upside. Now with that bounce, what you can see, this is the 1 hour chart that just has closed below this previous resistance and support, and from that zone let's see what it is trying to do. There is a rejection from the top now, and what I think that today we might see still moving in a very narrow range. For me, I think gold might come to this daily 20 EMA today, which is for me still there is a downward bias. It might move a lot of sideways. So when the price after this big drop, we see this market, you can see, moving in a very interesting narrow range. So far with the opening of the daily, we saw there's a big pin bar here, rejection from the bottom, has gone to the up to this daily previous support and resistance. Exactly from that previous support and resistance, this is the 1 hour chart, we have seen that gold has in fact big bounce now, followed by after this doji, it was looking like that gold may drop, continue to drop to the daily 20 EMA. Probably there's some fundamental somewhere changes. So you saw that in fact the price has a bounce from this liquidity zone. Now let's see what I think that I don't think that gold will be able to go up in that way. What I think that, you can see, this is the 1 hour candle close. Now again the sellers created a long wick candle in that zone. For me, what I think that gold may continue to drop to the daily 20 EMA. Let me see what it has done here. You can see this is the 1 hour candle that has closed as a doji, is still created a lower high along the zone. And for me, what I think, let me see from 4 hour perspective, still there is a doji on the 4 hour, and then we have seen that initially there is a drop. There is one probability to happen, is that gold may go up again to test the day 4 hour 20 EMA, and then could continue to drop, or even it could drop from here. So let's see if there is any opportunity coming up in the market. We'll jump on a trade that we do all the time. Let's the news been released, and before the news, let's find out which way we can find the trading opportunity. So from the 15 minutes perspective, what I was looking at in this lower time frame to see, there was a hanging man here. It looked like that gold could drop, didn't do. It just has gone up for another liquidity grab and has broken this resistance line here. So let's see what it is trying to do. It might, as I mentioned, it might go to test this lower time frame 20 EMA, which is during the news may happen. If it happens, that gold is going to the upside, and then once if it reject for this movement, we can look for selling opportunity. Otherwise, let's see, news will give a very clear direction in the market. What I think one thing could happen is that during the news we might see a spike down, okay, to this 20 EMA, so which is 1987 zone, and then we could see immediate rejection, and this is where we will be looking during the news. Okay, if we see the market has a spike to that level, very lower time frame, and then rejecting, then I will be going long on gold in that case. Okay, so let's see. I think that until the news we might see the market might move little bit in a sideway in that direction. We see this after this resistance. We can see that this is the 5-minute chart. So from this resistance, as you can see, the price now, there is a big red candle followed by spin, but the sellers trying to sell. It's really tricky to see who is in control in the market, because if we know who is in control, it becomes much easier to make a decision that which way the market might be heading. You see this channel here, lower time frame channel on the 15 minutes. This channel initially has broken down and then again has gone back inside the channel. This is a little bit of puzzling here. So if you can see, this channel has initially broken down, again going up. We might see now short term we could see a break to the upside to this this is where the 4-hour 20 EMA, which is a very important liquidity zone, and from that level if it come back to the daily 20 EMA, which is very likely to happen. So during the news, if we see the price manage to drop to this level, we will look for buying opportunity in the 5 minutes time frame. Okay, so this is the plan for the news. If it drops to that level, which look like that with more weaker response from the buyers, so this is the 1-hour chart. So okay, so we have to wait for the news being released in 20 minutes. If we open a position now, we might see a bit more spike. So gold for me, it is still in the range. We saw initially an attempt to break this support, but has gone inside the range again. So let's see what it is doing in the news, and then we will look for any kind of trading opportunity coming up. So GBP/JPY, let me see what this one is doing. This is a bullish market now. GBP/JPY, you can see that back to back to 1-hour candle has formed this GBP/JPY all bullish. Gold we need to see the news announcement, and then we'll look for potential trading opportunity in any of them. In the meantime, let me know in the chat, guys, which one you are looking at. Hopefully that you can hear me, guys. Can you let me know in the chat that you can hear me? Okay, thank you. USD will drop. Yeah, I think so. Let me see what it is trying to do. Thank you. Will dollar yen drop because of the news? There could be dollar yen. In fact, yeah, dollar yen is a it's coming down for a deeper pullback. I mean, gold buy, look at it. Good afternoon, coach. I would like to thank you for sessions update. Yeah, thank you very much for that. Yeah, thank you. Hello, sir. Euro dollar. Yeah, absolutely. Tell me, GJ. Yeah, absolutely. Clearly. Thank you very much. Awesome. So I'll be looking at, you can see dollar yen. We saw that from this resistance line, there is a little bit of rejection coming. So we see that the market here on AUD USD and in all those pairs, a little bit of in consolidation. Euro dollar, we have seen that after this rejection, again the price is in consolidation. So this is a, you know, that this market is a long-term, it's a long-term bullish market, but we have seen during the news last day of trading week, there was a big drop in this level, and with the drop, what we have seen, the price was moving along this channel here. Okay, so we saw previous session, there was a, this is euro dollar on the 4 hour, there was a rejection from the top again. So it's a little bit in a sideways and consolidation. So news will really make a big move in the market, definitely, because you know, in fact, news is a market mover, as you know that. So the news is coming, we will be looking for entry opportunity. Once you will find that during the news or after the news. In the meantime, we'll keep watching. So if I look at the euro dollar, what we see that euro dollar from the daily, there is a big red candle on the daily. This is the last candle of the last week, last day of trading week, and we have seen that with that big red candle, the price opened with a gap today. Initially we have seen a primary attempt from the seller, but it's moving little bit in a narrow range. Now the news result will really will make a big difference in the market. If I look at the Forex factory, just to see the so we see that news is coming up later today, and so which is 10:30 p.m. Empire State Manufacturing Index. So this news is quite significant from you know, USD perspective. So this one could move the market. So for me, what I think that because the market currently little bit in a consolidation, so what I think that DXY might get little bit of stronger with the news. Now looking at DXY to see in fact which way the market might be heading. Now from the DXY perspective, what we see that if I look at the monthly, first of all, we see that from the monthly perspective, let's do a full analysis to understand actually how DXY is doing. Now from the monthly perspective, we saw there is a overall this market on DXY, it is a long bearish market followed by this correction. It is in another impulsive phase to the downside. Looking at weekly, what we see that from the weekly DXY, there is a middleman previous week. Now interestingly, this is from the weekly, it looks like to me that DXY might even drop. So if DXY on the weekly it is dropping, then we might see a USD again going back to its original direction. But for me, we could see a little bit of pullback to the upside. So if I look at the daily, we saw that the price already has crossed the daily high on DXY. Now with that cross of the daily high, after creating an overextended market, we see the DXY again rejecting. So from the 4 hour, you can see what it is doing for me is, you see that there is a couple of candles has gone up, broken to this level, and then now rejecting. You know what, guys, what I think, the DXY, you see this is a consolidation here, and with this long wick there is one liquidity grab. The bulls try to break this high, again selling off happening. So with the news announcement, we could see DXY might be again breaking to the downside, which is a very high probability to happen, because DXY has reached already an important level where there is the previous support here, which is turning resistance here on DXY. So with that in mind, let's see, news will really give a clear idea for me what I think that DXY might come down a bit more, because from the weekly we saw that with that middleman, the price already, the sellers are very strong in this market, and we could see some more sell-off in this market. So with that DXY movement, we might see that euro dollar Gbpusd might be going to the upside, and gold might pick up. But before that, as I mentioned, that we need to look at the news is really will give us, because if news create the spike to the downside, okay, let's say on gold, if news bring the price to the 20 EMA and then rejecting, GBP might do the same thing. If news almost the price has come to the daily 20 EMA, if it just break the low little bit, get to the 20 EMA, and then we might see that again the price is going to the upside. So for me, from all aspect, what we see that GBPUSD, euro dollar, and DXY trying to peak to the upside. Okay, so let's look at to see how it is doing. In the meantime, if we go before move forward, let me know in the chat, how was your weekend and what's your plan? How are you doing in your trading? Hello coach, thank you again for live analysis. The gold seems to from bearish flag in 1 hour and 15 minutes time frame. Yeah, we'll look at it. Let's see. Yeah, let's see what it is doing from bigger picture perspective. Okay, so 1 hour, you're saying that gold 1 hour, I can look at it. Marion Rogers, thought on NASDAQ. Yeah, absolutely, Marion, we'll look at it. Please answer mine. No, that's okay, so we'll look at it. Hello, I'm late. No problems, thank you very much. Okay, so NASDAQ, we'll look at NASDAQ on this one here. Okay, so looking at NASDAQ, as you can see, the market in, there are couple of phase in the market. You'll see the market will be in trending phase, and then the market might be a little bit in a manipulation phase also. It's happened, especially when you see that the market is trending. That's a very good, you can easily take a lot of trades in the direction of the trend. But sometimes you see the market in a manipulation phase. Now why does this happen is because when the market lose its fuel, that means that big boys cannot move the market, because in fact every trader every trader is smart, right? Everyone understand the price action, everyone understand many things that you also understand, everyone understand who are trading in the market. And some people trade millions of dollars, so they do a lot of research on the market like we do every single day, find out that which way the market could be heading, right? So everyone knows the technical aspect. In most of the trader knows, the only difference makes is the trading psychology. That's why I discuss these guys over and over again about trading psychology. This is the, you see that goal now making this small. This is where two traders makes a difference, because you can teach the technical analysis to anyone, right? You can teach anyone how to read the price action market. So you see that there is some bullish, due to the news, as you can see, some bullish move coming on gold, which is good. Let's see how it is doing. I think that you can see there is a gap opening on the 1 hour. We might see some short-term bullish momentum coming. So what I tried to say is, guys, that you can teach everyone a technical analysis with a little bit of willing to learn. You can teach, but it's very difficult to teach someone how to develop a proper trading psychology, because it comes down to patience. Okay, so you see that during the news, guys, we might see, and you can see this 15 minutes candle showing a significant bullish move. We might find short-term buying opportunity. Let me see. Let's see, let the news just 10 minutes. It's not a good idea because there will be a spike. So what I'm trying to say is that it might be very difficult for you to teach someone trading psychology, because it's all about about becoming a trader. Okay, so how do you become a trader? Can you let me know if any of you had idea how to become a trader? Like, what I try to convey is that becoming and doing is very different. Say, for example, developing a proper trading psychology will make you a trader. So it's kind of developing an identity, carrying an identity of a trader with a proper trading psychology, which is one must. So this is the main difference that makes between a winning trader and a losing trader. And that's what I'm trying to tell you, that I know that every one of you are very good at technical analysis, because it's something everyone can read, but to develop proper trading psychology, one must be willing to accept how it works. And I will discuss today more on this one. But I want to know from you guys, what do you mean by becoming a trader? You see, there are two things we can do in doing and being. We'll discuss. Okay, so I was discussing on from Marion that NASDAQ. I'll analyze NASDAQ, and then we'll jump back to gold again for the news. So NASDAQ, what I see that this market, you can see it's a sideways currently. If I look at daily, from the daily, okay, so from the daily looks to me that it's a bullish market. Let's do full analysis from the monthly. Now from the monthly perspective, we can see the NASDAQ is a long-term bullish market. This is the monthly support here. Okay, so there is a big monthly bullish engulfer, and now this monthly bullish engulfer that has crossed this monthly doji low completely. And then you can see that afterwards we saw that there is a big monthly bullish engulfer. Now this monthly engulfer is quite significant. You know why? Because it has crossed this monthly doji low, and then with this overextension to the downside has crossed and closed above as a bullish engulfer. Now this month's first 3 weeks, you can see that there's a very weaker response from the seller. The price is still creating a higher low above this monthly doji, and we see that the price still above this level. It's a sign that there is a very high probability for NASDAQ to continue to rise. Now if I look at the weekly, we can see back to back 2 weeks there is a doji, followed by this week, the previous week we have seen a lower low, but there is a long wick candle. Now this week we could see a little attempt from the seller, and then we could find that this market again moving to the upside. Now from the daily, what we see that NASDAQ on the daily, this is a daily, we see a bit more clearer price action pattern. From the daily, NASDAQ has formed this bull flag. There is a big bullish impulse followed by this bull flag. Anyone have any confusion about the bull flag, so that I can explain more? Let me know in the chat if you are not sure what is a bull flag. So we saw that from that bull flag, the price has come to the support level and created this big bullish engulfer from this daily 20 EMA. And from that zone we see that NASDAQ had a big bullish move to the upside, followed by the previous day there is a doji. Now a strong bullish engulfer in the direction of the trend, followed by a doji. It's a continuation pattern. But I think that today might see a little bit of pullback to the downside during the news. Probably this level is a very important level, and going to the 4 hour, you can see it's consolidating here. Now when the price do like that, okay, this is not a good area for a buying for me, because it's consolidating along this zone. Highly likely it will come down even deeper level for a liquidity gap, because for me to go long, you can see this candle, we bought a US30 when this candle was forming in the both direction, both same working in the same way. That's why we didn't buy, but this is a very good bullish candle. What I will be waiting on NASDAQ, what I think that it might initially drop again, we might see it coming to this level, and then after breaking this low, once you see price has grabbed liquidity from the support, then we can look for bullish trading opportunity. You can see the price is along this channel, and it almost has broken to the upside, but you can see it couldn't make it to the upside, so it could come back down again for deeper pullback, and that could lead this weekly candle on NASDAQ further down to this level, and then we might find a buying opportunity again. Now this is a long-term bullish market, so I will be really interested to go long on NASDAQ. Okay, so let's see, once I will see the prices come down during the news or any time after getting enough fuel, then we can look for potential buying opportunity on NASDAQ. Thank you for joining. We have only 3 minutes to go for the news. Let's see. So hi dear coach, coach, thank you for your great content, education, you are the best. No problems, thank you very much. Masood, yeah, that's fair enough. So every day is not same, so yeah, just need to be patient. Hello from Greg, Brisbane. Could you do a video on how you place your trades in VIP, please? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Every day I do the commentary on VIP, including the Q&A session, so I'll be looking at that. No problems, thank you. I think the news is postponed. News postponed? How? Who told you the news postponed? I see that the news is there is a, you can see there is a 1 minute 15 seconds for the news to go. Yeah, I think no, who told the news is postponed? Can you let me know? Okay, so is gold good for buy? Gold, let the news been released. I can't. We see that again, coming rejection. Okay, so we see a 5 minutes very long bearish liquidity candle on gold. So I think that gold might have a rejection to the downside as expected. So you see from this 1 hour 20 MA there is a big rejection. For me, gold creating a bearish price action. Let's see if we can find selling opportunity once the news been released. I see that there's a big bearish candle here. Okay, big drop as I mentioned. So this was in fact a very long bearish engulfer here on the 5 minutes. Didn't give me a selling opportunity. This was a selling candle. Okay, if it goes up for a deeper pullback, we'll look for selling opportunity. Let me see. Okay, so we saw a significant movement as expected from this resistance line. I think gold might be coming to the daily 20 EMA zone again. So let's draw all of them and let me see how we can find selling opportunity. For me, I see that gold has a significant liquidity gap from the top. So with that said, we see that gold in fact doing exactly as expected. Just need to find an entry opportunity. For me, it's bearish, and I think that we could see gold is coming to this daily 20 EMA. So just need to find an entry. So we'll keep watching gold for an entry opportunity. So you can see this 1 hour candle, okay, it has a very strong rejection from this 20 EMA. And as analyzed, what I see that gold after this 15 minutes long bearish candle, the price is having rejection. Now for an entry opportunity, I want to see that gold is giving me an entry. So we see drop from here to this big stop loss gap. So from the daily, what do you see gold? You can see it's now approaching this zone where there is a daily 20 EMA. There's a massive drop with this. You see back to back, 1 to 3rd time the price grab liquidity and then form this long red candle, which is not going up for. So we need to see has gone up for a potential selling opportunity. Let it go up. Okay, so we saw that significant drop now, going up for a pullback. Let it go up now. So this is the 5 minutes candle you can see on gold after this big drop, which is going up for a pullback. Let's see where it is trying to go. which way if we look at the 1 hour, this is a very important candle to look at. From the 1 hour, you can see it has crossed the dojis to the upside, and then if this 1 hour candle closing like that, which is also a very strong selling signal in this market. So let's see. Patience is the key, guys, so just be patient. As soon as we will find entry, we'll jump on a trade, but let's see what it is trying to do. Looks to me that it's highly bearish, but let's see a couple of candles, and then if we find an entry, we'll look to enter the trade. Look and find, okay, it's shown 6. Okay, on the simple yet. Chirag, thank you very much for your appreciation, much appreciated. Shell gas rising. Okay, we'll look at it. So for me, this is see the price exactly on the daily opening and closing. Okay, now it is really crucial to look at, because this market is a long-term bullish market. Here is the daily chart, and you can see the price was maintaining this daily support zone. Okay, so it will be difficult for the price to break this low, but which is very possible because the price already has a bounce from the top, and you know, if it breaks to this level, to the daily 20M, will be a very good area for to look at for potential buying. But in the meantime, okay, you can see that, let's draw the daily 20M zone. So in the meantime, for short term, we should be able to find selling opportunity. You can see this lower time frame price action is still showing bearish. Okay, this is for me still selling, as I mentioned. You see that. So from 15 minutes, a very long bearish candle. pretty much to it. Okay, so let's look at, we saw that a significant drop on gold, and I think it will continue to drop. It's a long-term bull market, the price is dropping. Let's find out if we can find an entry in the along the way. Okay, in the meantime, just let the market on a support zone. It's not a good idea for the time, but as soon as we will find entry, we will be looking to trade. Favor ask from USDjpy big bet, what's your analysis? USDjpy. So AUD USD, let's look at other instrument as well. So gold, yeah, there's a very high probability for the gold to continue to drop. So let's look for an entry. Still we have 1 hour 13 minutes to go for this candle. Any kind of pullback to the upside, we'll look for an entry opportunity on gold. So AUD USD, yeah, AUD USD, as you can see, as expected, after going to this resistance zone, we can see that AUD USD again rejecting. Now this is the 1 hour candle, which in fact has, you know, crossed this zone. There is a big drop and consolidation, multiple time liquidity grab. AUD USD is the 1 hour candle. You can see it has in fact a huge good liquidity in it. And if we look at the daily, we can see after this big long bearish engulfer today, after double bottom top creation, you see that after little pullback to the upside, the price again rejecting to the downside. So which is look like that after testing this zone, the price is coming down, and for me, I think that will remain bearish. You can see there is a head here, left shoulder, right shoulder, and we could see potentially a break to the downside. For me, I think might try to create another drop. And euro dollar doing the same thing. Gbpusd, you can see after testing this resistance, breaking the previous one's high, now the price rejecting. Even if I look at the 5 minutes on Gbpusd, there's significant liquidity gap from the top. We can see that big movement on the 1 hour as well on Gbpusd. That's a big liquidity gap. So okay, so from the 1 hour on Gbpusd, from the daily, we can see there's a daily 20 EMA here, and euro dollar. So euro dollar looks like bearish than Gbpusd. From the daily, there is a high probability. Okay, so okay, so I'll be selling there's a very The euro dollar, there is a very high probability that this market will drop. Okay, you can see 1 hour liquidity gap here, liquid as expected. From the 4 hour, it is in fact a significant bearish market. From Aussie yen, Aussie yen little bit of risky to sell because this is a very long-term bullish market. Anytime this market may turn to be bullish again. So gold, we see some pullback. Okay, so from the 15 minutes, there's some pullback coming up on gold. Just quickly look at all of them. There is a news, there is a candle close coming. So AUD USD, still it didn't break this support, but it's a very high pressure from the top. How the candle close 4 hour will really determine. Euro GBP has a very strong rejection from the top, so euro got a little bit weaker from all aspect. So euro USD from 1 hour, in all of them looks like that euro USD might be getting weaker. Okay, there is a we can expect around 27 pip drop at least, and even below this low. There is a head and shoulder. So euro dollar, for me, I think it will drop to this level, which is very highly likely to happen. just gold. So euro dollar, there is a very high probability for, because the price already has made a move, and the only thing is that it's approaching this 10 EMA and against the trend. Look at all of them. GBP we have opened a big trade on this one. GBP I will hold this trade for 5 times. Could continue to rise. So let me look at what it is trying to do. GBP USD. Okay, so GBP USD, you can see there is a big bullish candle to the upside. I think that from the daily, the way GBP USD has formed on the daily, which for the seller could be a little bit of difficult to break this low, might even move in a sideways. Let me look at the GBP JPY. If I look at the daily, which is significantly bullish, and we saw multiple times liquidity grab from this important support. JPY for me, it's a very strongly bullish market. Monthly we see bullish, daily. The only thing is that this market was consolidating, and not a strongly trending market now. Let me see all of them. So GBP CAD, okay, GBP CAD, this open a big trade on GBP CAD because there is news coming on CAD, and tomorrow GBP. I think that if you look at the daily on GBP CAD, we can see that the market today has come well below this important level of support. So this is what I talk about always, that to look at important level of support and resistance. You can see this is a very important level of support and resistance here, and from that zone we had seen a very strong bounce to the upside. Now the reason I opened this trade with such a big TP target is because if you look at the weekly, is you can see that from the weekly perspective, GBP CAD has a big bounce, big impulse, followed by this correction. Now with this correction, this is the weekly chart, and the price has come to exactly to the previous support here, okay, and from this zone we see that primary bounce. Now highly likely that this market may continue to rise, and in that case, if you look at the monthly, this is the monthly resistance and support, we should be able to see a stronger move in this market to the upside. And from the weekly, we see that there is already a movement. Now this is the daily chart, so what I'm expecting is to continue to rise to the upside as the price has come to a support, which is a very high probability it will continue to rise. So we see a candle close. Let me look at on all the instrument. So euro dollar has the weakest response, so we might see that euro dollar, see that gold has also a big long bearish candle here. So Gbpusd also had a big red bearish candle. Euro dollar also has formed this 1 hour chart which is bearish. AUD USD also has formed a candle which is bearish. Now if I look at the daily and 4 hours, so AUD USD, this is the daily chart, weekly, yeah, this is monthly also bearish. So from the 4 hour, there is one probability to happen is for the price to go ahead and again test this 20 EMA again, which is also a probability because the trend is, you can see there is a multiple times this 20 EMA is being respected. Look at that on gold, we see that it's the 1 hour chart on gold. There is a bearish engulfer crossing all these high. I think gold will trend to the downside to this below the daily opening and closing daily support, and for me I think gold will drop to the, will break this daily low, okay, previous day's low, and then could come to the daily 20 EMA, okay, which is, and from this zone we might see a bounce to the upside. So before that, to sell we need to find an entry after very strong liquidity graph from the top. We'll look for selling opportunity. So for the time being I'll look for selling opportunity on gold once we'll find that entry opportunity. Okay, so we see, with that in mind, let's see what euro dollar is doing with this support, and then I see that in most cases we saw DXY. So DXY showing bullish momentum from the lower time frame from 4 hour, but as you can see it is creating it is going against the trend, so it's creating series of higher low. It is not impossible to see that again the price coming down here to test this and then going up. So we'll be looking at, we'll keep watching to see. Guys, in the meantime, I'll just take a 30-second break from you guys. Just stay here, don't, we'll discuss afterwards. Right, guys, thank you very much for your patience. Okay, so okay, I'm back. Thank you. So let's see. Okay, very aggressive movement on gold. You can see this 1 hour candle is a bearish candle, and I think that the way I see price action is significantly bearish on gold. This is 5 minutes. Let me see. Formed. So there is a previous support on below this doji is a very important level. Any kind of pullback to that level will be a very good entry. Though this 5 minutes candle is a bearish candle, you can see me creating series of lower high, and this is the daily low, and this is the daily 20 EMA. I want to see a very impressive like this one here. Okay, this one is the news just before the news, that's why it didn't enter. That's a very good candle for selling. You see how many candles he's crossed, 1 2 3 4 5, and then aggressive drop. So there will be along the way you'll see this kind of price action suddenly spike to the upside, and then grabbing liquidity and then dropping. So these candles are very important in terms of selling. So looking at the euro dollar, and we see there's a big rejection from the top on euro dollar, AUD, USD. So all of them, including Gbpusd, looks like that euro USD and NZD USD as well. So all the USD pairs looks like that bearish. So dollar yen, as a result, we have seen that bullish move. Looking at Aussie yen as well. GBP JPY, quite a few up and down and manipulation. So this one, gold form of 5 minutes doji. I'll be waiting for liquidity from the top. I think that this market highly likely, this is the 1 hour chart on gold, which is to me still bearish. It's the daily chart on gold. So this is you see there are 2 levels here on the 1 hour, quite significant. This previous support down resistance, and this 2 level for me needs to be tested. With this doji, the price in fact, it's risky sell. If we sell from here, might just go up again to grab liquidity, or it may continue to drop. So this is a falling market. We'll be looking for selling opportunity, but still this is not a good entry. We'll be looking for any kind of entry opportunity as soon as we will find. EURUSD, okay, we'll look at it. Yeah, I'm in GBP trade. GBP I bought. Gold going down till where I think that it might come, gold might initially come to 1992, 93, and then highly likely it will have a bounce from 1984, 85 level. Yeah, I think 1985 level, because there is a daily 20 EMA. That's a very good area. There could be an instant bounce from this level to the upside. But in the time being, if we see suitable entry, we will be selling for short term on gold. Let the first price to give an impressive entry opportunity, because this, you see this consolidation, anytime you'll see a spike and then coming down. So you see so far impressively bearish price action. Thanks coach, and starting to make profit since starting, no problems. SB, very good, appreciate it. This is what we need. The main goal of trading is to be profitable as a trader. This I said in my Saturday's video also. There's a lot of things out there, but at the end of the day, the main goal is to be profitable as a trader. And when I hear that, I really feel good that you guys are being profitable, which is very important. How many of you still not being a consistently profitable trader? Let me know in the chat. And what do you think, what could be the reason that you are not profitable? Two things, let me know in the chat so we can discuss it. If you are not profitable, what do you think, what could be the reason? Coach, please check AUD and ZD. Yeah, look at it. So coach, let's remember to smash them. Thank you very much. Like, awesome. Gold trying to hold 2000. Yeah, because it's a psychological level. 2000 is okay. 2000 is a psychological level, and but I think that the way you see this price action, I think it's highly likely it will break to the downside. But any candle like this one here, this is a very good selling candle, but due to the news it was a bit risky. But that's this kind of price action, any kind of liquidity graph from the top, I'll be looking for selling opportunity. So this is one with gold. One of you asked for Gbpusd. So Gbpusd, we bought Gbpusd. This is the trade that I have just opened, which is I have a 5 times profit target on this one. The reason I took such a big trade is because, firstly, as I mentioned, this is the daily chart. We saw a nice bounce from a very important daily support zone, and that's a crucial support, and I'm expecting it to have a big bounce to the upside and then to give me that all the big profit on this one, because the swing trade and already it's more running in profit. And if it goes 5 times, which is very highly likely to happen, because Gbpusd, tomorrow there is a CAD and GBP news coming up, and I'm expecting it to have a spike to the upside. From the bigger picture, from the weekly, we can see that Gbpusd is in fact a big bullish market, followed by, this is the weekly chart, and this is a very crucial level of support. The price has just been bounced from that support, and from the monthly as well, we can see that the price from this previous resistance and support has in fact a bounce. So very highly likely that it should be continuing to the upside. Okay, as the way the price actions from, we might see an inverted head and shoulder along this zone, we can expect, but still I'll be waiting for a potential a movement to the upside, which is I'll hold the trade for full TP. And also I have sent the same trade alert to the VIP students. So let's see how it goes up. If you want to join our program, join our VIP Telegram channel to learn our strategies and also to trade with us. You also can find a link in the description area. You can visit the website, join us to learn our strategies and also to trade with us, to be part of this great trading community, to access all the trading tools that we have, and also all the you'll be part of this VIP chat group as well. So I'm also giving a link in the live chat of the website. You can visit the website also. This link is pinned at the top. You can join the website, visit the website to learn our strategies and also to trade with us. So going back to gold again, you can see it's consolidating here after this drop. Okay, just waiting for a nice looking entry. We see so far This price action to me is still bearish, but we need to see a break to the upside, especially this 20 EM will be very good zone. If we see a rejection, then we can look for an entry. Okay, so to me it is still bearish. Okay, so euro dollar, we saw that there is a significant movement happen on the 1 hour. We see the price is now coming down. AUD USD as well. So we see DXY strengthening, so which might turn the gold to downside. Gbpusd also coming down, so which could lead AUD USD as well to the downside. So gold, you can see it's a smoothly bearish market. It's trying to, trying to break down, but still facing some support. So this is a daily low here. Yeah, now some resistance, some support, buyers coming. For an entry, I just need to see. Yeah, you see this now going to the upside. Any kind of break to the upside. So we look for an entry on gold. So euro dollar, we see that which is also coming down. So it start to drop, right? So any kind of pullback to this previous resistance turn support, previous support turn resistance, we will be entering, okay, any one of them. So gold again, just keeping eye in all of them. I'll show you some technique that what I'm looking at here on gold. Just wait for this kind of entry. I'll discuss that now after a couple of minutes later. How do you break even a trade? Is it just moving TP to 0? Break even, I'll discuss it. Okay, so reason for over trading and over leveraging. Okay, very common. Today is my first day here. Thank you, Victor. I'm sure that you will enjoy. Thank you very much for being here. 2000 in spot is not. Okay, I'm not profitable because I just started. Do not want to immediately trade. Okay, very good, Don. Very good idea not to just being patient, going slow. It's a good patient over trading and over leveraging. So I see that this is a very common and it's to everyone. Okay, so this is a very common you know to have this over trading and over leveraging. So Gbpusd is coming down for, okay, so let's look at GJ. GJ is very strongly bullish, and so any kind of break. Aussie yen as well, we see that. So yen always weaker. I think Eurojpy as well might continue to rise to the upside. Except Euro AUD. Okay, Euro dollar, we saw that there's a big move. Okay, so this is a very common thing that happens, that over trading and over leveraging. Do you know why this happen? Is I did a lot of of that. I have gone through a lot, over trading, over leveraging, and then making good profit, even from starting of my trading. Maybe we saw that dollar Swiss franc has a good move to the upside. So you see DXY is in fact very good bullish now, as expected. So from very early I started to make good profit from the market. The problem happen is that you see this going up for a pullback. So the problem happen is whenever I make good return and then I give it away, give it back to the market, which is a very common as a trader. So how do you prevent it? Because at the end of the day, if you cannot keep the money that you are making, you will be trading but not doing anything. There are two things happen here. I'll tell you from all aspects. Firstly, one thing is that it's a skill, right? Patience. The other thing is about also belief. Now probably may not be understandable to you in the beginning, but this is what happened, that to keep the profit in your trading account, you must need to create a very strong belief about money, which is very important. I know that this happens to me many times in the beginning. So giving away money, okay, is you need to believe that this money you can keep, or you are this is what you have gained. If I tell you, for example, let's say, if you, that's why I always tell you guys that create a big goal. The thing happen is that, let's say, if one thing that he has a, let's say, a goal of $50,000 a month or a year he wanna earn, as a rule of thumb, if you give that person who has a 50,000 goal in a year, if you give him, let's say, 500,000, chances that the rest of the money he will spend. Okay, we see some bearish move coming on gold. Let me see if we can find an entry here. See, there is one movement. What if it goes up again and then give another? So you see already 2 candles. Let's see how this is forming. So what we're talking about is that, see, you need to have a clear goal of how much you want to make out of trading. Otherwise, let's say if you set a goal for 50k in a year, then anything coming more to you, highly likely that you might lose it. Now it's from general sense, it may not. Okay, we see that it's creating bearish price action. So it might not be, understandable that, okay, we are creating, we set a goal for 50k, then why should I give away the rest of the money that coming in my account? But as a matter of fact, this is how the mind work. Okay, so that's why I think that might see already 2 candles. You can see on the 5 minutes is grab liquidity. Was waiting for the third one, but might continue to drop from here. Might take another one to the upside. Let's see this one. So in fact, the second one, it dropped. See that this one was a good entry, but we didn't take it. So wait for another one. Okay, look it for an entry. Aussie yen, as I mentioned, it's a big move to the upside. So UJ also looks like that will move to the upside, which is very highly likely. This 15 minutes candle, okay, if this one closing as a doji crossing this high, a good entry point. Trading needs a little bit of patience. So which we're talking about the over trading is because you see you need to influence your mind. Here there is a lot of things involved, mind or brain. What you want to say is, you see, you need to understand this fact is that money carries energy. Okay, so to hold that energy inside you, to hold that account in your trading account, you need to create a strong belief that you are you believe, you can have this money with you. Okay, it's something very subtle, but this is a very big topic that you need to, everyone, I think, that needs to know, because if you do not create that belief inside you, there is something will work that will influence you to give you. This is a one factors, so that's why what I say is that create a clear goal of based on your trading account. Let's say if you have a trading account 50K, then how much you want to grow that trading account. You need to create a clear goal of how much you want to grow. If you have a 5K trading account, then if you have $100 trading account also, so you need to create a clear goal so that you can influence your brain and mind to hold on to that notion. We didn't take this trade, but it was a good trade. Let me see here. Could be winded 2 times now. Okay, so no problem. I'll be waiting for an entry. I think that this might again go up. This is a doji here. It's coming to the daily low. From here we could see a bounce again, and there is daily 20 EMA coming up. So yeah, so it is important that you create a belief inside you that this much you can gain and work on that, and then you will not be over trading, because this is how the mind works. But if you don't have a clear goal about what you want to achieve from trading, there will be a chance of over trading, and probably what you gain you will give away. This is what happened to me, and I'm telling from my own experience as well as from a clear perspective. So this is the one way. Another thing is FOMO trading. Also, you need to look at the bigger picture to not to do the FOMO trade, because FOMO trade is normally comes from the social structure. Normally, from very early we are encouraged to compete with everything. So what happened is that especially when we have a losing trade, we experience a lot of FOMO that, okay, I'm you know, 2 trade loss or 1 trade loss, now I'm missing a lot of trades, how can I gain that loss again? So as a matter of fact, you know, you have to be comfortable with letting go. Letting go is very important. It's not only in trading, in every aspect of our life. There will be a lot of trade will come up, and there is a lot of trade always in the market. So you have to be comfortable in letting go. Easy, just, you'll see that a lot of trade that you will miss, and at the end of the day you will make a lot of money once you know how to let go and then receive. So letting go is a kind of receiving. So once you be comfortable in missing the trade, then you can gain a good return in your trading account. So I'll keep watching. Let's keep watching with you guys. Let me know in the chat how you're doing. Welcome, thank you very much. So DXY Victor, thank you, no problem. Strongly bullish, which one? Please tell. CHFJPY. Thank you, no problems. Okay, we'll talk about it. What about CHFJPY, sir? Thank you. Do you use average tick movement of any given commodity in your trading strategy? Okay, we'll talk about it. So please, okay, good evening, dear. How are you? I'm good, thank you. Aftab, hi coach, thank you. Should I sell gold? We see that there is there was a sell opportunity here in these 5 minutes, and the price is approaching the daily low. So gold is still dropping, continue drop. CHFJPY, yep. Comment Chitam Chatu, what is that? CHFJPY, yeah. Thank you, dear coach. Overcoming FOMO is a great challenge. Yeah, I know it's a big challenge to overcome FOMO, but still it's easy. I'll tell you the real technique. Just be a moment. So I'll look at CHFJP, one of you. So this is the 5 minutes candle on gold, which is, to me, is still bearish. I think that the way we see price action is highly dropping. Okay, and early today you have seen my analysis on gold. Gold is doing exactly as it is. We saw that from this resistance the price is coming down, and you see that the price is approaching the daily low and the daily 20 EMA, which is very likely, and this is the daily support down resistance. We have seen that bounce. So let me look at now 1 hour chart, which is closing in 15 minutes. This 1 hour candle is a bearish candle. So we missed one entry here, okay, but no problem. Look for entry. We'll have entry along the way. Any entry coming, I'll try to find that the best entry. So euro dollar, we saw that after little pullback again coming to the downside. AUD USD little bit of stronger than all the USD pairs. So Aussie yen also a bit stronger. This is 1 hour on gold, and see the multi-time frame is very important. That's why I look at the bigger picture and at the same time smaller picture, and then looking for, this is the 4 hour candle on gold. You can see which look like that are very strongly bearish, and ultimately will break this low. Anyone selling gold anyone on sell trade on gold, let me know in the chat. So see the price breaking the daily low, it's getting very volatile now, and then approaching the daily 20 EMA, and we could see a bounce from this level. Okay, okay, just crossed the daily low. We saw that there is a massive drop on euro dollar. Okay, all right, let me see the chat, guys. What is liquidity? Very good. Hamarnath, we will discuss it. Has Eurusdjpy a complete retracement? Yeah, thank you, Victor. Took the gold trade. Awesome, very good. Okay, see the euro dollar Gbpusd, so they are doing XPAR analysis GU as well, so that after this 1 hour candle, and there is a okay, so euro dollar for this 1 hour candle, the price. So gold from this after breaking the daily low, we can see that now a bounce coming. Okay, that's good. With this bounce from the after breaking the daily low, just has broken the daily low, we might see again going to the 2000 level, where there is the daily opening and closing. Okay, if it reach that zone 2001 level, we will be okay, so let it go up now. Very crucial level. So after breaking the daily low, now we could see it might go up again to the daily opening and closing zone. Could see now a bounce to the upside again. The USD pair, so you see that there is a significant drop on USD pairs as expected. You can see GBP USD, this 4-hour candle, it has crossed how many sessions high. This is a very high probability that we could see GBP USD again coming to the daily support zone, and we could see continuation to the downside. So that's we see on euro dollar as well, AUD USD as well, and we see that gold now going up for, there is a candle close coming on gold on the 4-hour, which has crossed this low. Now this 15 minutes candle on gold, so that there is still selling pressure. USD CAD reaches strong resistance. This is possible to drop. Okay, CAD is still weak. Okay, I'll look at USD. Okay, so I'll look at dollar CAD. Dollar CAD. Okay, so you saw that USD CAD, crossed multiple times. This zone, this doji here is a very strong bullish candle. And for me, dollar CAD, I don't think that it's dropping. It's a bearish market, but as you can see, we see that there's a strengthening on DXY for short term. I think dollar CAD also will go up. It might go to test this daily 20 MA like all the USD pairs. You can see AUD USD if you look at daily, which is significantly bearish, and euro dollar also very aggressively bearish. And I think that with that movement, we could see euro dollar is coming to this level of support. Okay, euro dollar and GBP USD also showing significant bearish movement. So euro dollar very bearish, GBP USD bearish, gold is bearish to me. I think today gold may hit this level 1985, 1984, and euro dollar may hit this 20 MA on the daily, which is very likely to happen. Except JPY pair, so you see now looking at CHF-JPY, I want to ask for CHF-JPY. So from the lower time frame, CHF-JPY is bullish market. This is a long-term bullish market. CHF-JPY, you can see that this is the 4-hour chart. It's a nice looking bullish market, and you see this doji here, back to back 5 dojis has crossed the low and formed this market. So this kind of doji are very profitable to buy, and you can see there is a big move, and I think that it will continue to rise. So any kind of let's say CHF-JPY for next entry opportunity, you see this support, any kind of break and then going up, will be a good opportunity for potential buying, though it is already a big overextended. But I think that buying in a bullish market is always a good idea. From the monthly perspective, CHFJPY is a big bullish market. You can see from the weekly also, you see that this is a big bull market, and from the daily we can see that this is so far overextended. But any kind of liquidity gap from the top bottom, we will be looking for buying opportunity. I had a question to ask, one of you asked what is a liquidity gap. I'll discuss it before I look at the gold again. So I'll discuss now a liquidity gap in terms of gold price action, so that you guys know exactly. We see that so there is a further probability for a drop on gold, the way we see the price action. So yeah, before I jump onto that explanation of liquidity gap, guys, make sure that you like the stream and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. So I'll pause for 2 seconds so everyone may press the 2 button, and also press that bell button so that you don't miss out any of the content that we are releasing every day. Great job, thank you for your support to the channel. Now you see this is gold, and there is a 5 minutes candle here. This was a good entry candle. We missed this using this live session. So this is a huge liquidity gap here. Okay, what is a liquidity gap? Is this is the main tool that I use to find the best trading opportunity. Okay, so 4-hour candle close on US30, NASDAQ, gold. We might see short-term bounce, as I mentioned, from the daily. After creating the lower low with the daily low, we can expect now a bounce to the upside. But it's a dropping market, so will be always a good idea to stay with the bullish move, pardon me, bearish move. So what I was discussing about, okay, we see this 5 minutes candle also has a good liquidity gap. Let me see if we can find an entry here. Okay, is the candle closed, we might see significant pullback. Okay, so the discussion about the liquidity gap, I'll just wait for an entry. Okay, so the liquidity graph is, this is how, you know, big boys move the market, because this market, we retail trader cannot move the market. It needs a huge volume to move the market. And as a matter of fact, big boys, they are the biggest investor in the market. They move the market. Now, to move the market, what does it mean? It means that there has to be a transaction always between buyers and sellers in both sides of the market. Let's say this is a resistance zone here. Okay, now this is a resistance level or a support level or level where people are interested to buy or sell this market. And once you see that, let's say the price has gone to that level and then has a bounce, has come back to this and has gone to the same level, had a bounce. So once multiple times the price has done that, or even it could be like this. Okay, let's say a level like that is being created. Now probably, now you know, everyone understand that there is a selling opportunity here. So like everyone, let's say retail traders started to sell this market. Okay, let's say you sold this market from here, stop loss above this high. You know that there is a, the price is bouncing off this level, so this is a very good level for selling opportunity. Now at some point you'll see that the price sliding to the upside will hit you to stop loss, and then you'll see the price exactly moved in the direction. You might see good amount of drop in this market now. Okay, so there is a, as I mentioned, this back-to-back 3 candles liquidity gap. Now we could see a drop. So you can see the market, once you saw that, you see the price has gone up, hit you to stop loss, and then moved in the direction that you expected. This is what we called a liquidity graph. Why does this happen? Is because to move the market, let's say this market is dropping because there is a significant amount of liquidity gap here and also here. Okay, so once you see that, let's say the market, the big boys need to move that market to the downside, and they need to sell this market. If they want to sell this market, they need a buyer to buy this market. This is the main concept here. Now let's say when you are selling, they also want to sell. Okay, the big investors, hedge funds, institutional traders. So this is why this education channel, this Forex Wizard channel is so popular, is because we trade based on the institutional style. You see there is a middleman here on the 5 minutes. So we trade based on the big boys strategy, that what you can, the institutional trader uses this strategy based on the liquidity graph, because once they wanna sell, they need a buyer. Now let's say I'm also selling, everyone is selling this market, then who will be buying the market? Because to move the market, if they want to sell, they need buyer. Now if everyone is seller, then who will be buying the market? That is why when you sell, your stop loss is a buy order. Okay, keep in mind, when you sell, your stop loss is a buy order. So this, after this middleman, we see that the market is in fact melting. So when everyone is selling, they don't have a buyer to buy. So what they do, they manipulate the market, okay, to go to up. So they invest something as a rule of thumb. So they invest so that the price goes up. Once the price goes up to the liquidity zone where there is a huge buyer, those who sold their stop loss is a buy order. And once your stop loss is hit, you seller, but you turn into a buyer, and the market moves exactly in the direction that you wanted to move. And then you might say, okay, then how do I trade in that situation? This is where coming to, being as smart as a trader is to wait for the manipulation to happen. It's not something that, nothing something negative. It's the way the market works. Without this, the market also will not move. The more manipulation, you'll see the faster the market will move, the stronger the movement will be, and there will be more trades. So as a trader, we need um, that manipulation to happen in the market so that we can have trading opportunity. But to avoid that manipulation and to ride the trend with the big investors, is always wise to wait patiently. Even if you miss couple of trades, that's fine. Trading is all about, let's say, taking a trade and holding it for bigger profit targets so that you always can stay in the profitable side. This is the main goal of trading. So this is why it is important that wait for that manipulation to happen and then jumping on a trade. So hopefully that you understood what is liquidity gap. Let me know in the chat if you are not sure. So you saw that on gold, I was looking at, this is the 4-hour chart. After this big red candle, we saw there is already another movement started. I think that we could see today further drop on to this level, that daily 20 EMA. And gold is doing, this is my weekly forex forecast that I explained that gold is likely to go ahead and test this resistance. Did that exactly at 2014, coming down as planned. What I think that now highly likely gold is heading to 1984-85 level, or even breaking this low. Probably will create a higher low or lower low with this daily 1980 level, 81 level, and we could see a bounce from here. So finding an entry is sometimes little bit of patience needed. We'll still keep watching to see the best entry possible so that we can find good trading opportunity. CAD is, what do you think about GBP? Yeah, we'll look at it. GBP. I please look at GJ dropping. I'll look at it. Do you think 5? Okay, so GJ USD is pointing down, coming on GJ, looking okay. Yeah, we'll look at GBP. GBP, I think there is still bullish market. I'll still remain bullish. I think that should be able to see that the market again picking up, because on a support we might see a pullback, and I will keep I think this market is still bullish and should be going to the upside still. Now GBP/JPY is a long-term bullish market. Okay, we can see that this is a big bullish candle, right? So when the prompt market face resistance zone, normally it does. So if it is coming down on the lower time frame, this is 1-hour chart, we see a drop. But for me it's still a bullish market. So from the 4-hour, let me see, 1-hour, Okay, so GBP my initial plan is for the price to break this daily low and then to go long, because the price, you can see if you look at the weekly, the price on a very high area where there is a lot of long wick in that zone, we might see a little more consolidation. That's why I didn't open anything on GBP but if I see, let's say, you can see this daily support is maintaining series of higher low, but at the same time you can see with that series of higher low, the price is forming this smooth dynamic support on GJ. I will be waiting for any kind of drop breaking this level, a very important area, then look for buying opportunity, but which is a probability. If you can see the way the price is coming down, we could see GBP because you see green candle, red, green, now it's coming down again, and it could break this low here and then can give us buying opportunities. So it's consolidating, means that the buyers are not getting enough strength, and we might see, you know, a bit more down for a huge liquidity grab from this level, and then we could see that again GBP is pushing to the upside. So yeah, for me it's yeah, I think it will come down for a deeper liquidity gap here on GJ. Okay, so dollar yen, we see that bullish. Okay, gold, and going to the gold, looks like that gold is keep dropping, and yeah, I think it will continue to drop to this daily 20 EMA. The way I see, the sellers are very strong. From all time frame, we see that gold is smoothly creating series of lower high. So DXY, you can see it's keep pushing to the upside. There is an imbalance here, as I mentioned. It might even break this resistance DXY because it bounced from this support. If you look at bigger picture on the monthly, you can see after breaking the monthly low, it might go to another link. So this is what I mentioned, that below this level there is a huge liquidity, and once the liquidity triggered, the price has bounced to the upside. It might go back to another liquidity zone. So this is what I try to explain to everyone, is that price moves from liquidity to liquidity. Okay, we saw that liquidity triggered, the price has moved to the upside, and we might see that the price either testing this monthly opening and closing or breaking this high and then bouncing back again. So with that respect, from the daily, there is a now very high probability for DXY to continue to rise, you know, until we see a very strong reversal. So with that said, we could see AUD USD and euro dollar, which is very bearish, and GBP USD keep dropping. From the daily, we see GBP USD almost approaching the daily 20 EMA, which is very near. So with that GBP USD, we could see euro dollar, all of them testing the daily 20 EMA along with the gold. Gold is almost there to 1984 level. See, smaller candle is being created, so it's the sign that the price is keep dropping the price. Okay, so we see that breaking the support. And now the volume might come. Gold is bearish. I think that it will drop to the daily support zone here on the daily 20 MA zone, which is 1984 level, which is very highly likely to happen. Okay, so there is a look at all of them. Gbpusd. So all those instrument, so I'm just looking at all of them. You can see there's sellers. Whenever the buyers buying, sellers pushing that price to the downside. Yeah, so we'll be waiting. So you see that there is a very good strength in dollar, including you can see dollar Swiss franc has a big bounce from the support. Dollar CAD also has a bounce. So dollar yen, as yen is weaker, we saw that there is a big bullish move on dollar yen, and followed by this is also going to the upside. So in all those instruments, just looking at to see all of this. So CHFJPY, after a big move, now it's coming down for a deeper pullback, and this market is already overextended, but it doesn't mean that it will come for a big drop. What I think that might consolidate along this zone. So it is still bullish. Any kind of drop will give an opportunity to buy. Going back to euro dollar, so on all of them, on USDPR, I see that euro dollar is significantly bearish. We saw that from this level there is a significant drop. From the daily, we could see euro dollar coming to this daily 20 EMA zone. So with that of gold also showing selling pressure. So there are two candles here on the 5 minutes, this one here and this one here. didn't sell, so these two were good entry. Yeah, you see the pressure coming again. So from the 4 hour, okay, so you see that. So from this level, you should see big drop to the downside on the daily level. It might break to the downside now. So if there is a long candle come, we might see again immediate rejection to the upside. So there is you can see the price smoothly coming down, and so if you look at the weekly, we see that the price is almost approaching the weekly support zone. Okay, so you see that the very important zone. The price massively drop here, showing a reversal along the zone. We'll look for buying opportunity. This level 1981 is a very important level. there's definitely very highly likely it will drop to 1984-85 level. And let's see. So euro dollar also have shown significant movement towards downside. So we see that DXY is bullish as expected. Probably you have seen my weekly forex forecast. If you haven't seen, I would recommend you to watch that as well, so that you know exactly how I have made the analysis on euro dollar and all the instrument DXY. Also make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out this kind of content. And let's see, we see that euro dollar is having a significant drop from this resistance zone as expected, and it's coming to nearly the daily. So all of them, I think Gbp already touching daily 20 EMA. Euro dollar is approaching. AUD USD already crossed that. Gold is coming, and yeah, this is a very high probability that gold is going to drop, and then we might see a rejection. So we should see that the market is coming to 1984 level, and then from here we might see again pull back to the upside. This is a long-term bullish market. So you can see this is the weekly price action. Just looking at Aussie yen, which is also so there is a doji as form on the 5 minutes. Look at the chat, guys. Please let us know value of EMA used in 5-minute chart. Okay, so I told the EMA that I'm using is 20 period. So this blue is 20 period moving average, red is 10 period moving average. So both of them EMA. These are the values. Hopefully that you got it. In the meantime, guys, anyone looking for a regulated broker, also you can use Trade. They are regulated. This is our recommended broker. I will put a link in the chat, and also there is a link in the description area. You can use this link to open an account with them. So they are regulated, so your capital will be in the safe hand. I recommend you to use a regulated broker. So link in the chat given, and also there is a link in the description area. You can use that link to open an account with them. So it will really, you can start trading with as minimum capital as $100. So yep. AUD CHF, absolutely, head and shoulder, and DXY. Yeah, I'll look at it. It's okay. Is gold on its way back to 1900? So 1900 already is there, but I think that it might go to further down. Okay, very high probability. It's in a selling pressure, so we might see that gold coming back a little down. Okay, we could see that this is a 61.8% Fibonacci 1981. I think that today we might see the prices touching that level. It's a bit struggling to drop from this level, but you can see now it's trying to create another bearish candle. For me, I think that, yeah, I think it will now preparing for another jump, which is happening now. So this zone coming, you can see, is a very important area. That's why gold is doing so much jumping. Might see sudden strong slippage to the downside, and then could be breaking. So this is a it's almost approaching this important area. And from this zone we might see a big spike to the upside. Very interesting to see. I want to see that it's touching the daily 20 EMA, and then to see in fact what it is trying to do. From the weekly, we can see that the price already approaching this weekly support. I think that after touching that, we might see again a spike to the upside to the weekly resistance zone. There is a 5 minutes bearish engulfer crossing this doji, which is also a bearish price action. Okay, we see the price almost nearing this daily 20 EMA. Look at the gold on 94. Yeah, very interesting. So 5 minute chart is very interesting, and there is a good trading opportunity always in 5 minute chart. Quick Day trading, very good. Gold 5-minute chart for day trading. Just need to see where the liquidity grab happen, and then trading with the trend is always the best, and holding the trade. Now see, the price still didn't touch the daily 20 EMA. Let me drop it a little bit to the downside. It's again picking to the upside. So you see that from this after this long bearish engulfer on the 5 minutes after this doji, there is another one to the downside, the gap opening, and I think that there will be, after closing this, we might see another bearish candle that could touch the 20 EMA on the daily, and then we might see that the bounce coming. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's what happening. Now if the buyers are very suddenly comes up in the market, we might see that this 20 EMA, there is pressing now to the downside. This level is very important from the daily perspective. So if I look at other instrument, the euro dollar has a big drop. AUD USD also having a drop. GJ is in a sideway. Gbpusd has a big drop. Which is at now from daily perspective. Okay, again another attempt from the sellers. So this time we could see touching this EMA. Yeah, that's happened. Yep, touch the daily 20 EMA. In fact, cross that low, grab huge liquidity. Alright, so you saw that's happened, that penetration. as I mentioned that finally it break this daily low. Now this is where it's important to see in fact what it is trying to do here, because this daily 20 MA and this support is very important. We might see bounce to the upside. If we see a reversal here, that will be a good point for potential trading. See that there is a big rejection coming on daily. So if we see that gold is giving a very strong reversal on the lower time frame, we can look for potential trading opportunity along this zone. Okay, so let me see what it is trying to do on the 5 minutes. We have seen a big bounce from the daily 20 MA. As expected, it has crossed the daily low. Okay, so what do we see that gold just has crossed this low. Okay, now we have an option to go potential buying opportunity, but without proper reversal pattern in this zone will not be a good idea. I think that gold might reverse from this level. You can see this is a very important support zone here that has just crossed here, and then we have seen a big movement. Now from this level, because it's crossed the daily 20 MA, we could see now a bounce to the upside. I think that gold might be bouncing back to the daily support level. Okay, this is a very important level on gold. just need to see on the 5 minutes a reversal pattern here, any kind of double bottom, or yeah, I think we might see now see the price has crossed this low. This is a very important support. And has crossed the weekly low as well. So we might, what we need now from the lower time frame, such as on the 5 minutes, another attempt and then double bottom or any kind of reversal pattern, because it will try to hit another time. Either it will create a lower low or higher low, and then if we see that price, the sellers has given up, we can look for potential buying opportunity if it happens. Okay, if it wants to drop a bit further, that's different, but for me, what I think that now it will form here a reversal along the zone, either giving us a double bottom or any kind of reversal pattern will give us potential buying opportunity. So if I look at all the USD pairs is doing the same thing. I'm just looking at all of them. Aussie yen is now bullish. CHF, GBP AUD, you can see after going up, grabbing liquidity, and then has just completely reversed back. Okay, so from the, you can see dollar yen is a very strongly bullish because yen is weaker, dollar getting stronger. So dollar yen also a very good pair now. Any kind of, you see the price already is well above on the daily. We can expect a pullback to the downside for opportunity. So going back to gold again from the 5 minutes, this price, there is a strong rejection from this daily 20 EMA. It might reverse from here, very high probability. If you look at daily, you can see that this level was quite significant, this 61.8% Fibonacci level. It already has crossed this previous swing low, which is very important zone here below the 1981 level. So now I will be waiting to see any kind of pullback here. Okay, let's draw this level again. This is the previous swing low that has crossed, which is a big deal in a and we see that in that zone. Okay, one thing we need to be little bit of aware on gold, that what I see from bigger picture perspective is that there is a possible head and shoulder. This is the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so if you look at that perspective, okay, it could seem to be a reversal. So if that's the case, if the price managed to break all of them, then we could see potentially a big reversal. In that case, we will be looking to see, for me, as you can see, there is a big jump on the 20 EMA. Now here is very important how the price action is forming on the lower time frame. Okay, if we see a clean reversal, then only we'll go, because it's trending down. Buying directly will not be a good idea unless you are scalping. Otherwise, I'll look for potential reversal here as soon as I'll find an entry. Yeah, so if it is planning for a big reversal, then we will see that we will not see that reversal pattern along the zone. We could see continuation price action. If that's the case, if we see, then we'll look for selling opportunity. But for me, I think that gold might form a reversal here, and then at least we can expect a short-term up movement. Okay, so along the way we saw narrower candles, so that's a bearish price action so far. What we expected has come to the daily 20 EMA zone. Okay guys, so what I see, DXY is aggressively bullish as expected. I'm overextended in terms of timing. What I will keep waiting for an entry on gold. Still, I will keep watching for the best trading opportunity. We have seen that the market is doing exactly as expected, and from the bigger picture perspective, what I see that DXY is bullish. It's going to an important zone. Yeah, and yen pairs also very bullish. Dollar yen is a very good now for bullish. Any one of them giving me opportunity, I'll jump on a trade. I will keep watching guys, and because of the timing I have to end the session. I sincerely believe that you enjoyed. Any trade coming up along the way, I will straight send to the VIP Telegram channel, as well as I will be trading in my account. If you want to learn our strategies and also trade with us, then also you can join us. There is a link in the description area, and also there is a link at the top of the chat. We do open a live trade in this YouTube live you have seen in the past, so just to need to find a good entry so that it becomes a good comfortable trade. So with that being said, thank you very much. I will come again live twice tomorrow. And let me see, last question. CHFJP is bears? No, CHFJPY to me it's a bull market. Reversing. GBP CAD should be still, we'll keep that on. GBP CAD for me it's still bullish. I think that we should be able to see, because this is a very important level of support. I think this market, I'll hold the trade for a bullish, and it should be going to the upside. Let's see what happened. I'll keep you updated. So GBP CAD for me, let me delete this, then you can see. So from the lower time frame, from the weekly, we can see this is a long-term bullish market. The price has come to a zone where there is an important support level here. Okay, so for me, if I look at the monthly as well, this is a from the monthly as well. This is a bullish market. So from the lower time frame we saw a bullish candle. So what I think that Gbpusd we should see again along this zone a consolidation and bullish move. Okay, for me it's a bull market. Should be able to see this one is peaking to the upside. When after dropping, we could see respecting this is a very important level of support. And for me, I think the Gbpusd will rise over time, because if you look at this market here, this is a long-term bullish market. So for me it's a bull market. So you saw that AUD looks a bit stronger than any other instruments. So euro dollar has come to, I think this one also will hit the daily 20 EMA, and then we might see again bouncing to the upside. Gbpusd already hit the daily 20 EMA, and then now it is moving around that zone. So they are long-term bullish market coming down for a pullback. So anytime we could see even a reversal to the upside. So I will keep eye on all of them. Any kind of trading opportunity coming, I will go along. So in the meantime, guys, if you want to learn our strategies and also trade with us, you can join us, link in the description. And also if you want to if you are looking for a regulated broker, also link in the description. For Trade, you can join Trade using our link. Thank you very much. I'll see you again tomorrow in this live session twice. Until then, I'll see you very soon. Don't hesitate to ask any question. There is a live chat available on the website. You can ask any question using that live chat. Thank you. I'll see you soon.